address of that packet will be checked, and if the address is intended for that machine will accept the packet, otherwise it will not accept. So this mode of operation is known as broadcast. Now, next type of classification was point-to-point. Point network is, it is also, you can say that it is a mesh network. Mesh network, mesh means a net type of connection is there, means number of, suppose two computers are there. So both the computers will be connected. Similarly, suppose 3 are there, then connectivity between these two is there, this two is there. But this extreme end machines have no connection, so you have to provide connection for them also. So this is mesh network or point-to-point network. Point-to-point network means all the machines on the network must have connection with all other machines on the network. So, what is the advantage of point-to-point network? Advantages of point-to-point network is, since connection is installed independently, appropriate hardware can be used. मतलब क्या है कि छोटा नेटवर्क है, many few numbers of systems are involved in that network, so they can make an agreement as to which type of hardware they can afford, which type of hardware will suffice for their use. So such type of agreement is possible only in small network and point-to-point network. Now, similarly, what will be the frame format? There are number of frame formats are available. Just now I showed one to you that in that preamble was included, source address was included, destination address was included, and then data was included. Other formats are also available. So connection, since it is a point-to-point link, all of them can make an agreement upon what type of frame format will be there, what will be the error detection mechanism will be adopted, what type of error detection mechanism will be adopted, and frame size can be chosen. And once it is chosen, you need not stick to it. Suppose some frame format is chosen, some error detection mechanism has been chosen, like you know that error detection mechanism, parity bit, you all must be knowing parity bit. In parity bit, no correction is possible, only the error detection of one bit is possible in parity bit. In parity bit, number of ones in the data are made even or odd depending upon the agreement. So before sending the data, if agreement is made upon even parity bit, then the source will make sure that number of ones in the data are even. So suppose data is 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. 7 bits of ASCII code is used. 7 bits of, so suppose this is an ASCII code for any text, any character. So if it is the case of even parity bit, number of ones will be calculated. Since it is odd number of ones in the data, there are 3 ones, that is odd number. So extra 1 will be added to the data as parity bit to make the number of 1 even. So it is the an example of even parity bit. And suppose it was an odd parity bit, then this number of ones are already odd, then parity added will be. So this is one type of parity bit. Similarly, checksum. Similarly, CRC, cyclic redundancy check. So these are the error detection correction mechanism. So agreement can be made upon that which type of error detection mechanism will be used, what will be the frame size, etc. And for channel security also and privacy can be maintained. They can make agreement as to which type of antivirus software has to be installed and what is the requirement of any firewall, etc. So these are the advantages of point-to-point. But in spite of these so many advantages, there are certain disadvantages of point-to-point link. When more than two computers need to communicate, separate communication channels is required for everyone. So number of connections needed for n computer is n into n minus 1 by 2. So we have covered that, I think, this part. N minus n by 2 means suppose n is the number. Suppose 5 is the nodes in the computer. Suppose 5 is the number of terminal. So to make a point-to-point connection, 5 into 5 minus 1 by 2, 10 connections are required. So the network will become clumsy. Even it will be hard to manage the network. That is the disadvantage of point-to-point network. For home purpose, etc., you can go for this. Otherwise, it is unfeasible. It is not feasible. So classification. First was the classification of network was done according to the transmission technology. In transmission technology, we saw the broadcast network, and second was the point-to-point network. So like broadcast network, this point-to-point network can also be called unicast. Unicast transmission technology. Now we come to classification according to size. In according to size, I showed in previous slide, I mentioned that data flow machine, multi-computer, real network, जो हमारे लैब में वहाँ रखा हुआ है, they are multi-computers, real network for computer communication, inter-network, etc. So the data flow machine 1 meter, inter-processor distance is 1 meter. 1 meter प्रोसेसर लोकेटेड इन सेम स्क्वायर मीटर, मतलब कि एक छोटा सा बोर्ड पर, 1 मीटर के बोर्ड पर एक इंटर बहुत सारा मान लीजिए प्रोसेसर लगा है, जितना भी ये पर्सनल एरिया नेटवर्क हुआ, तो दैट विल बी कॉल्ड एज डेटा फ्लो मशीन. 10 मीटर के डिस्टेंस में इंटर प्रोसेसर डिस्टेंस में भी 10 मीटर, दैट इज इन अ रूम. 100 meter in a building, 1 kilometer is in the campus. So this combination is local area network. That is in local area network, uh, the transmission for short distance as 1 kilometer distance is very easy. Now it is the minimum. Metropolitan area 10 kilometer. 10 kilometer means city. Now 100 kilometer country, 1,000 kilometer continent, and 10,000 kilometer is planet. So 100 kilometer country and 1,000 kilometer continent is wide area network, and when it covers the planet, that is called the internet. And the internet work, all the activities uh, uh, under this internet is known as internet work. And above this, the World Wide Web, WWW. Next is end-to-end connection. Since we have considered end-to-end connection, point-to-point connection, we will take what is end-to-end connection. Point-to-point connection, you know that every machine should be connected to every other machine on the network. And end-to-end connection, how it is possible and what is this, we are going to see now. So in this diagram, there are 4 LANs: 1 LAN, 2 LAN, 3 LAN, and 4 LAN. These 4 LANs are connected through number of routers as shown in the diagram. And this network of routers is known as subnet. And you have to make like this link, that is one connection of one router to this router is known as point to point link 1. To point link number 1. Similarly, this will point to point link number 2, point to point link number 3, point to point link number 4, point to point link number 5, etc. That is, using point to point link, end to end connection has to be established. Suppose this machine on LAN 1 wants to send a message to this machine. Then how it is possible? Both are on the other continent, you say. So then through subnet it is possible. Since these are the actual network, and through this, like take example of email, a virtual connection has been established that is known as end-to-end connection. I want to show you with some examples. Suppose this is one machine, this is one machine. Both are connected through a LAN. Okay. Now here one router is there. Router. So this is point to point data link 1. Again one router. This is point to point link number 2. So making use of number of point to point link. Similarly here point to point link number 3. It is connected to some other LAN. Now this machine wants to send email. A machine want to send to email to UCE machine. Then it will be transferred via this data link to router, and again router decides which path has to be followed, because router works on the store and forward principle. Store and forward. It is a must. Whenever you are asked to uh, write short notes on router, you must mention this point, first point, that it works on store and forward principle. That means once it receives a packet, it will store it for some time. It will examine the packet, not the content of the packet, only destination address, and number of routing algorithms are there. Routing algorithm, these are keywords, so I am writing here number of routing algorithms. So it will, depending upon that routing algorithm, best suitable path will be decided. It will be decided on the basis of distance, time, and number of hops. So best routing algorithm will be selected, best routing path will be selected according to this. Now you see, mail was to be transferred from this location to this location, and it transmitted through these routers, and the recipient got the mail quickly, as if it was a direct transmission. ऐसा लगा कि यहाँ से ट्रांसमिट हुआ सीधा यहाँ पहुंचा, जबकि रास्ते में इतना सारा इन्वॉल्व है. So these point to point links, this connection will be called as end to end connection. That is, end-to-end connection can be achieved using point-to-point connection. So point-to-point connections are actual connection, whereas end-to-end connections are virtual connection. Okay. given a message, is it okay till now? Shall I proceed further? If yes, please reply, then I will proceed.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, service provided by a router. Now, since router came into the concept, we see service provided by a router. So, router works on store and forward principle, regulates broadcast traffic. Suppose there is congestion in one line, it will divert the traffic to another line. Provide security between networks. जिसका मैसेज है उसी को जाता है, ये नहीं कि कहीं और चला गया. Provides a way to build a network with redundant path. Now this is the point to be considered. Provides a way to build a network with redundant path. कैसे? यहाँ पर suppose there are number of routers in the network. This is router 1, router 2, router 3, like this. ये नेटवर्क में यही तो है ना. Number of internet service providers are there, number of routers are installed. So suppose here this is one LAN, this is one LAN, and LAN 1, and again this side also LAN 2. Now, data has to be sent from B machine to C machine. Now, the data will be transmitted through point-to-point link to this router. Now, this router will work according to store and forward method, and it will store the packet, examine the packet, and see the path, which path will be best suitable for the transmission. So, when we see this diagram directly by our eyes, it is obvious that from here it will go from here, and by only crossing only by one router it will reach the destination. But it may possible that this line is too congested. This line is too congested. जैसे कि गोलचक्कर से मान लीजिए आपको कॉलेज जाना है. सिंपल एग्जांपल, मुझे यही बहुत अच्छा लगता है बोलने में. गोलचक्कर से कॉलेज आना, बहुत भीड़ है रास्ते में, लगेगा बहुत टाइम लगेगा. तो क्या करेंगे? पीछे क्रिप्को वाला रोड ले लेंगे, खाली है, फट से आ जाएंगे. इन सिमिलर मैनर दिस रूटर ऑल्सो डिसाइड्स दैट, क्या बोले कि 3 बात से रूटिंग इज डिसाइडेड. फर्स्ट इज डिस्टेंस, टाइम, and congestion. Congestion or number of hops. So, though it is in the diagram, it is appearing that this is the best suitable path, but due to congestion, the time taken will be more. Then it is the job of the router to select the alternative path and decide best suitable path depending upon the requirement. ठीक है? So this is the job of the router. Now these are the references for above slides. I have taken points from Computer Networks by Andrew Tannenbaum and Computer Networks and Internet by Douglas E. Comer. So you can refer, and we are also going to give the textbook names to the college so that e-copies may be procured for you. Maybe.
Ma'am, will you be sharing the PPT with us, like this PPT?
Yes, beta, some points are to be incorporated in the slides after, before ending this module. I will surely give this to you. I will share all the PPTs so that you can learn on your own. Okay? You
Okay.
can elaborate these points. And all of you must be knowing about the examination mode now. What examination, what type of schedule will be followed?
No, ma'am. Barabar.
No, 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 miss.
After
Exactly no.
completion, I am telling you, after completion of each module, a test will be conducted for evaluation purpose. Okay, so please listen all points carefully, and the keywords, please note down keywords. I will be sharing PPTs to you, and uh, in spite of sharing, you keep key points, you note down key points also, so that when required, you may ask or you can elaborate your notes. So if after every module you are going to take a test. Okay? Now I am, so this part is clear. Now I am moving slightly further, since there is time left, 15 minutes time left. So I will share another slide with you. And is it visible to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Is slide visible to you, beta?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is a communication model. Means, since you studying computer networks, a model has to be there, that how the data will be transmitted from source to destination. So this is the diagram: source to destination, source machine, transmitter, transmission media, receiver, and destination. And this is example of your communication model, that uh, when workstation, you are transferring data from workstation, then how a modem क्यों चाहिए होता है, वर्क स्टेशन क्यों चाहिए होता है, ये आपको मालूम होगा. मतलब जब हम एक की कोई टाइप करते हैं ASCII कोड में, मान लीजिए, तो क्योंकि ASCII फॉलो होता है इसलिए बोल रहे हैं, तो a big pattern, suppose we type A, then what happens? जैसे as soon as you press key, the ASCII code of that bit, ASCII code is 7-bit code. I am writing a random number. It is not exactly the ASCII code for that, but to show you how it works, I am taking any bit. 000110 336 एक साथ. So it's, ASCII code is of 7-bit code, 7-bit number. So when you type A on the keyboard, there is a small buffer in the keyboard. So ASCII code for that code is stored in the buffer, including the parity bit. And after that, it gets stored in the memory. Memory, it is in the bit form. But for transmission also, for transmission, a modem is connected. There are two types of devices: DTE and DTE, that is data transmission equipment, and second is DCE, data communication equipment. Data transmission equipment is attached here, in modem which will convert this bit pattern into electromagnetic signal. Signal should be such that it must propagate through the communication line, so it will be converted into sinusoidal wave, and there is a carrier wave. Carrier wave means very high frequency of wave. Very high frequency मतलब क्या? It will travel very fast, so it acts as transport mechanism for the data. Suppose this is the data, so this will be modulated over this carrier frequency. This data will be modulated over this carrier frequency. This data makes a ride on this carrier frequency, and then it gets transmitted over the transmission line. So how this is again receiving end? At the receiving end, what will happen? Receiver will accept the data. Receiver will receive the data in form of electromagnetic wave, and suppose the receiver gets the data in this form only, will he be able to judge what is the data? So for that purpose, at the receiving end also, it is again converted into its original form, like in telephone network also. Suppose you dial your friend, मतलब क्या हुआ? आपने डायल किया नंबर, घंटी बजी, आपको सुनाई दिया, घंटी बजी माने कि ट्रांसमिशन हो रहा है. Now your friend pick up the phone and say hello. Hello means क्या हुआ? Data connection has been established. Hello मतलब क्या है? It is an indication that you both are connected. Now onwards you start conversing with each other. Similarly, in case of communication model or any type of communication, first connection is made between them. So we will be covering in this subject all these topics. So now we come to this communication model. In communication model, these are the key points of the model: source machine, transmitter, transmission system, and receiver, and finally after receiving the data, it is destination. So in store system, what will you write? The device generates the data to be transmitted. Example, telephone or personal computer. In telephone generates voice signal, personal computer generates bit signal. Both has to be converted into electromagnetic signal to get propagated. Now next key element is transmitter. Next key element is transmitter. In transmitter, what will happen? The data generated by source system are not transmitted directly in the form they were generated. The job of a transmitter is to transform and encode the information generated signal into electromagnetic signal. These electromagnetic signals are then transmitted across the transmission system. For example, when a user types a command, I have given you same example, so need not repeat. Now after transmission system. Transmission system क्या है? Transmission system can be a single transmission line or a complex network connecting source and destination. ठीक है, कुछ भी हो सकता है. It can be wired, it can be wireless, anything. Transmission system बस ये है, it should be able to propagate the signal. Next, receiver. Receiver का क्या काम है? The receiver accepts the signal from the transmission system and converts it in a form that can be handled by the destination machine. Just example दिए कि अगर साइन वेव के फॉर्म में डेटा आपके पास पहुंच जाएगा तो आप क्या समझिएगा? कुछ नहीं समझिएगा. या बिट पैटर्न में आपका आउटपुट आ जाए तो आपको पता चलेगा कि क्या लिखा है. उसको वो फिर वापस से टेक्स्ट में कन्वर्ट करता है बिट पैटर्न को, तब आपके पास आउटपुट आता है, तब हम समझ पाते हैं. So all such things are done by a communication model. So certain assumptions are made. There is no fundamental difference between data processing and data communication. मतलब क्या हुआ, डेटा प्रोसेसिंग का भी एग्जांपल मैंने लिया अभी कि जब आप टाइप किए ए तो उसका ASCII कोड गया, ना कि डायरेक्टली ए गया। और वैसे ही जब हम फोन से बात किए तो हमारा वॉइस transmit nahi hua, it gets converted into electromagnetic signal. Second, there is no fundamental difference among data, voice and video communication. है ना, मतलब क्या हुआ कि अगर वॉइस सिग्नल है तब भी वो कन्वर्ट होगा। वीडियो कम्युनिकेशन है, अगर वीडियो कम्युनिकेशन में क्या होगा, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गन होता है, इलेक्ट्रॉन गन होता है जो RGB 3 कलर का पैटर्न होता है, उसका सब जानते होंगे आप लोग। उसके हिसाब से वो कलर्ड इमेज आपको दिखाता है। तो वीडियो कम्युनिकेशन हो, चाहे डेटा कम्युनिकेशन हो, चाहे वॉइस कम्युनिकेशन हो फोन पर, सभी में सेम मॉडल काम करता है। सेम मॉडल जो ओरिजिनल सोर्स है उसको किसी एक उसका कोडिंग होगा ताकि वो ट्रांसमिट हो सके, और रिसीविंग एंड पर फिर से इनकोडिंग होगा ताकि रिसीवर उस डेटा को समझ सके। Third assumption is made that due to powerful communication system, there is no difference between single processor computer, multi-processor computer, local area network, etc. All of them do the same job more or less with same efficiency. इसका मतलब क्या हुआ? इसका मतलब हुआ कि सिंगल प्रोसेसर है तब भी उतना फास्ट काम कर रहा है। जैसे पहले क्या था कि मल्टी प्रोसेसर का क्या कॉन्सेप्ट था कि मल्टी प्रोसेसर है, मतलब ये एक सिस्टम पे मान लीजिए 2-3 प्रोसेसर लगा हुआ है, और जॉब अगर TDS से लंबा है तो जॉब को 2-3 पार्ट में बांट दिया जाएगा ताकि हर प्रोसेसर अलग अलग करे, और इतना फास्ट करता है कि नहीं समझ में आएगा कि अलग अलग किया, और कंसोलिडेट करके आउटपुट मिल जाता है। लेकिन टुडे यही कह रहा है इस लाइन में कि टुडेज communication system is so powerful that all of do the job with same efficiency. ठीक है, आज के लिए यही इतना छोड़ना है, नेक्स्ट टाइम इसके आगे शुरू करेंगे। ठीक है, आप लोग सब हैं? ठीक है बेटा, अभी मैं अटेंडेंस दूंगी, जाइएगा मत आगे। तो अच्छे से आप लोग प्रिपेयर होइएगा। मिनट रुकिएगा बेटा, मैं डाउनलोड करूंगी अटेंडेंस। ठीक है, अब आप लोग जा सकते हैं। फिर नेक्स्ट क्लास कब है आपका, कल है या परसों है?
परसों में, फ्राइडे।
तो
Okay,
फ्राइडे
guys,
को मिलेंगे,
let's
फिर
bounce.
तब तक पढ़िए, ठीक है।